Alright, so I'm going to install some two-stage lighting. Um, that's better. So I'm going to install some two-stage lighting. I've got a stick-on magnetic reed switch, and it's what I also used in Cyclops to use for the interlocks. So what I'm going to do so that the Lightburn camera has a better lighting is make dual stage lighting. So these LED strips remain on while the machine is on, and I'm going to wire these so that they only operate when this reed switch is actuated by the magnet. So when the lid closes, we have overhead light. That way when it's up, it's not blinding you, blaring you right in the face. So that's kind of my thought behind that. So I'm just gonna tin some wires. I don't even have my stuff ready, all of my materials and wire and things. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just edit out the parts of the video where I have to go get stuff, but I figured I might as well document this. And then I'm going to pull it from right here. These are 24 volt strips, by the way. Need solder to take on that one. There we go. Gotta burn through the plastic. Now, gotta get some resin on there. I think I got my heat up too high. Pull it down a little bit. Okay, so now I got two contact points for that, and I'm going to switch the negative side. No, I'm not. I was going to switch the negative side and then run it over to the laser interlock also. I'm still going to switch the negative side, but I'm going to have a separate interlock for that, so that if I do need to defeat the limit switch or the switch so that I can align or something, those lights won't be in my face. So I'm gonna rethink that a little, but I'm still gonna catch that on the negative side. And I'll need something to go kind of like this. That, and insulation always falls back, so I like to trim it again. So that's a little bit long. And make sure we get the negative side on this one. Get any twist out of it. So now I just need to run the hot to the hot and then tie these two together, mount my magnet, tidy up my Lightburn camera wires while I'm doing the rest of this stuff, and I'll have dual stage lighting. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. I'll probably pause the camera for a minute and get the rest of my stuff together and pick up where I left off. Okay, so I think I have what I need to continue. So, first things first, get a little bucket to put my little pieces in. I got my Tasmanian slobber wolf out here with me, and I don't want her chewing on these little pieces of plastic. And let me get my little solder helper. That may be helpful. So we're just going to tin these up. Trim them down just a skosh. And I can put hot glue on these later to insulate them. There's some sort of dielectric that's easily applied. If you're wondering what that stick is, I'll have to undo a screw to get it out of the way. It's to hook my exhaust on, and it'll extend just about 8 feet. So if I'm at a craft fair or a flea market, something like that, I can at least vent it above everyone's heads. And if there's any kind of little wind, that should help a lot in a lot of outdoor situations. If you want me to quit rambling while I do this stuff, I will do that too. I don't necessarily have to talk. Sometimes I don't even like to talk. And sometimes I talk too much. So we'll tin these. Just a notch. Make sure I'm not going to put my hand on anything. And I'll probably go back later, like I said, and touch this up with some hot glue or whatnot to keep everything in place and not have any open connections. But this will give us the general idea. So now those are connected. Now all I have to do is connect one about that long. Bear with me just a minute. Okay. There's these. Yeah. That's another thing about the city. You get to hear all the sirens. I used to run from sirens. And then I used to run fire engines with sirens on them. Now I don't like to hear them, because that means somebody's in trouble or sick, and they don't need to be in either condition. I sound like that dude that paints the happy trees. I'm not quite that joyous, so all right. Move my little tool. this out of the way so I can knock it all off anyway. I'm using my tool cart as the cart for Odin, so I don't have a real organized way to keep up with my tools and things. There we go. And when I hot glue these, I'll pull the end of the wire up just a little so that they're not sitting directly. Come on now. That's an odd angle to be at. Now let's see if it works. Here's the magnet. So we'll pretend we're closing the lid. Ta-da! Dual stage lighting. You're welcome. Coming to you once again from the global shed quarters of Bravo Technologies and lasergods.com. Tech Bravo out.